Hi, this is Kumar. In this video, we're going to talk about Pandas join and merge operations. We have chosen Pandas because of its very high performance in memory operations. Overall, if I give you an overview of this video, we are going to talk about three important joins, that is one-to-one, one-to-many, and many-to-many. And we're going to discuss these examples. Further, we're going to discuss about different scenarios that comes up with different parameters within merge operation, that is left on, right on, drop function, left index, right index, and mixing of left index with right on and left on with right index. So let's begin with an example. This is the overall layout of the steps that we are going to perform in this tutorial, and it includes join and merge operation within pandas in Python. First of all, we're going to import libraries. It is not only going to work with pandas, we have to import numpy library as well, because pandas is built on numpy. Let's import numpy. Now when we have imported these libraries, we're going to create few data frames. So let's do it. Okay, there are almost 5 data frames, so we're going to create all of these at once, and then we are going to move forward with the operations using merge and join functions. Okay, I'm just going to copy paste that within these data frames. This is the third data frame, fourth data frame, and this is the fifth data frame. Okay, now we have created all the data frames that we needed. We're going to create a one-to-one join, and for one-to-one join we need to have a common column between the two data frames, and those two columns must have the same values, or otherwise we would need another concept of creating an inner or outer or left join or right join. So that would be discussed in another tutorial. However, for this, in our example, you can see here we have taken employee as a common column, and it has same values, but the order is different. And when we create when we use merge function to merge these two data frames, it will be merging on this employee column. So let's do it. We're going to select data frame 1, data frame 2, and done. We're going to output this using print function. Let's run the code. So you can see here it has created a merged data table with employee as a common column, and group and higher data are merged into this data frame, that is df1 and underscore df2. This is one-to-one joining, as all the records within the employee column are unique and they are merging. Second type of join is many-to-one. Here we are going to merge data frame underscore or data frame 1 underscore data frame 2 with data frame 3, and we're going to name it. And when we merge it, let's see the output. It is how it is many-to-one. You can see here in the third data frame, the records are group and supervisor, and in data frame 1 and 2 it has the columns of employee, group, and highlighted. Now you see here in the group column that is going to be the column based for merging. It has many records. For Jake, the group is engineering. For Lisa, the group is engineering. However, in the data frame 3, all the records are unique. It's only coming one time. So that's creating a many-to-one relationship. Let's print the output. Okay, the last join is data frame 1 and data frame 4, and it is creating a many-to-many join. For data frame 1 and data frame 4, you can see the group column, it has multiple values that are same, and in data frame 4 you can see again it has multiple values that are same. So when we merge these two data frames, it is going to create a many-to-many relationship. So let's do it. And when we go about printing this, you'll see join table of data frame 1 and data frame 4. Let's see. So here, this is the join table of data frame 1 and data frame 4, and it has joined on group, that is the common column between these two data frames. The next concept is using merge with on parameters, left on parameters, and right on parameters. What on does is it identifies the common column, or the column that needs to be used for merging the two data frames. With single just taken on and passed as a parameter within the merge function, the common column is same between the two data frame and is same labeled as well. Like for example, could be a column employee and there could be a column name in two distinct data frames. However, employee and name are two different labels. However, if we are using on only, it has to be same labels, like employee in the first data frame and employee in the second data frame. In that case, we can use on and this merge operation is going to perform in the correct way. However, if there are different names, we have to identify whether which data frame has which column name that is going to be used for merge, and for that we use left on and right on. The left on will identify the column name for left table, and right on will identify the column name for right table. So let's take an example with data frame 1 and data frame 5. Let's see what is in data frame 1. The columns are employee and group, and data frame 5 has the columns name and salary. Now you see, employee and name are two different labels, however their data is similar. They both have actually the names of the employees. We can merge them. Okay, pt.merge data frame 1 comma data frame 5 with, on the left hand side table, data frame 1 has the label of employee, so we take left on is equals to employee comma, and the right data frame that we used has the column name. So for right on we are going to use name. Let's output this and let's print the output. Now you can see that it has merged the two tables based on employee, and this is the output table. However, you see that both the columns, the employee column and name column, are same and they are appearing in the merged data frame, and these two are similar columns, they have the same data. You can see that. So we can drop one of the column using the drop function. So we add the drop function and select the name that we need to drop and identify whether it's the raw label or column label. For raw label we define access as 0, and for column label we define access as 1. So here we have a column name. Let's create the output again. So you can see here the name column has been dropped. Now there is another thing. You can see here all the time when we created output, it created a default index column. This is the first column on the extreme left side. Now we can remove this and we can set another column as the index column, and that's what we are going to do here. And based on that index column, that would be used for merging data frame. So I rename it as data frame 1 equals to set index. Okay, we are going to, for data frame 1 we are setting index, and it is, we're setting employee headers index, and for data frame 2 I equals to data frame 2 dot set underscore index, and again we are going to set employee columns index. So you can see here data frame 1 and data frame 2 has each has an employee column, and we have set that as an index, and we'll be using these two columns for within the merge operation. How we do it? We dot merge data frame 1 I comma data frame 2 I comma left index is equals to true, as we have already set up the employee column as index, and right index is also going to be set to true. And now we print the output and see what it creates. See, employee as the index column, and results are produced based on this employee column. So these are multiple parameters that we can use within merge operation. Now there is another way of merging. When index has already been set, we can merge them by using join. So how we do it, we create another data frame of data frame with the name df join. It equals to df 1 I. However, for using join, we have to set the index column to index to certain column, and it has to be true. So we join data frame dot join data from I true. So here we directly selected the data frame and directly joined the data frame by passing the name of the other data frame in within the join function. Let's see the output. So you see that this is the output created. I hope you liked the video and you understood the tutorial. If you are looking for more information, this is the link. Thank you.